Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss the continuation of your previous session, that is discrete Fourier transform problems. Okay. So now let us discuss this problem. Compute the 8-point DFT of the sequence x of n given below, where x of n equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Solution. Okay. Here we know that omega 8n is nothing but your phase factor or Tudor factor. This one I have discussed in the previous session, and this small n is varies from 0 to 7, which is lie on the unit circle having radius 1. Okay. Now, since here it is given, it is n equal to 8. The capital N is nothing but 8. So, the number of samples is 8. It is given in the given sequence x of n. The number of samples is 8. And here the n point DFT is nothing but 8 point DFT. Okay. Now, I am going to discuss omega 8 0. Okay. Omega 8 0. Here, how this omega 8 0? Already we know that omega is nothing but e power minus j 2 pi divided by 8. Okay, this omega is nothing but, what is omega? Omega is nothing but e power minus j 2 pi. Okay, so here in this we are having omega, this one is omega n, small n. Okay, the small n I am going to substitute. The small n is varies from 0 to 7. I am going to substitute small n equal to 0. So this will be omega n and 0. And we know that n is equal to 8. So this will be omega 8 0. So now I am going to substitute in this value 0 divided by 8. E power 0, anything into 0, it is nothing but your value will be is equal to e power 0. E power 0 is equal to what? 1. So when n is equal to 0, your omega 8 0 is equal to 1. Next, omega 8 1. Now I am going to substitute n is equal to 1. Okay. Same thing here, I am going to substitute e power minus j 2 pi. Okay. This omega 8 1 will be is equal to e power minus j 2 pi 1 divided by 8. So this 1 and this will be 4. Cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 minus j sin pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay. Next, n equal to 2 you substitute. Then it will be e power minus j 2 pi into n is 2 into 2 divided by 8. So it will be pi by 2. Pi by 2 is cos pi by 2 is 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So 1 into minus j, it is minus j. Next, n is equal to 3. E power minus j 3 pi by 4. Now it is minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Now substitute n is equal to 4. This will be is equal to minus omega 8 0. Okay, because this omega 8 0, this symmetry of this one is omega 8 4. So this whatever the value here you are getting, that will be conjugate of this value. The omega 8 4 is nothing but your conjugate of your omega 8 0. That's why it is minus 1, because omega 8 0 is 1 and this omega 8 4 will be minus 1. Now omega 8 1. Omega 8 1 is what? Omega 8 1 is here 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Now this opposite symmetry value is omega 8 5. Omega 8 5 is opposite to that of omega 8 1. That is minus omega 8 1. So minus 1 by root 2 plus j 1 by root 2. Omega 8 6 is nothing but your symmetry of your minus omega 8 2 is equal to minus j of this omega 8 6 is nothing but minus j. Now this omega 8 2 is j. Now omega 8 7 is nothing but minus omega 8 3 is equal to 1 by root 2 plus 1 j into 1 by root 2. Now we got all the Tudor factor value. Now we are going to use the DFT. Okay, now we are going to use the DFT. DFT of x of n is equal to DFT of x of k is equal to summation n equal to 0 to 7 because it is capital N minus 1. So capital N is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7. X of n omega 8 kn. Now here you are going to substitute k is equal to 0, 1. And here you are going to substitute n equal to 0 to 7. So now x of 0 omega 8 k வந்து 0, 0 into 0, 0 only. Next omega, this all the values if you are going, here k value is equal to 0. Okay, k value equal to 0. So 0, 0 into this n value, whatever it may be, that value will be is equal to 1. So x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5, x of 6, x of 7. So you know that x of 0, here you see what is x of 0? X of 0 is 1, x of 1 is 1, x of 2 is 1, x of 3 is 1, x of 4 is 0, x of 5, x of 6, x of 7. That I am going to substitute here. So remaining are 0. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now k is equal to 1 you are going to substitute. Now you simplify this equation. X of 0, omega 8, 0. So that will be 1. So 1 into 1, 1. Next summation. N equal to 0 to 7. So now I am going to substitute k value is equal to 1 here. Now I am going to substitute n value 1. So x of 1 into omega 8 1. So omega 8 1 value already we have calculated. That value I am going to substitute here. What is omega 8 1? That is 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. That I am going to substitute here. Next omega 8 2. Next omega 8 3. The remaining are 0 0. It is given in the question. If you substitute this value, you will get 1 minus j 2.414. Now next x of 2. X of 2 is equal to 0. X of 3 is equal to 1 plus omega. Same way you have to substitute all the values. And one more thing here. If you substitute k is equal to 3. Then this value will be equal to x of 0 plus x of 1 into omega 8 3 plus x of 1 into omega 8 6 plus x of 3 into omega 8 1. So this x of 0 is 1, x of 1 is 1, x of 2 is 1, x of 3 is 1. And all the real factor value, if you multiply with the value 1, then you will get 1 minus j into 0.410. Okay, next x of 4. X of 4 if you take k is equal to 4. Now if you multiply this k is equal to 4 with small n, that is summation n equal to 0 to 7 x of n omega 8 n k. K is equal to 4, n equal to 0. 0 into omega 0 is nothing but 1. Next one is x of 1 omega k is equal to 4 into 1. 4 into 1 is 4. Then you will get omega 8 4. All the real factor value we have calculated already. See, all the real factor value we have calculated already. Omega 80, omega 81, omega 82, omega 83, omega 84. All the values you are going to substitute in this equation and you are going to simplify. You will get this answer. Now see here. I told here the DFT is periodic with the periodicity n. With the DFT is periodic with period n and it is symmetry. Okay, wow. The DFT is periodic with period capital N and it is symmetric. Now you see this x of 0 and this x of 4. You see x of 0 and this one here x of 1 is 1 minus j 2.414. Then it is x of 7. Next x of 2, the x of 2 is 0, then x of 6 is 0. Next this one x of 3 is 1 minus j 0.414, then x of 5 is. This one is symmetric. Actually here real time you no need to worry. Only you have to consider the imaginary part. The imaginary value should be equal and only your the imaginary part sign only will change. That is nothing but your conjugate of the conjugate. Suppose if x of 1 means the conjugate of x of 1 is x of 7. X of 2, the conjugate of x of 2 is x of 6. Next x of 3, the conjugate of x of 3 is x of 5. Like that it will go on. So here we already we have discussed the periodicity. Omega n a is equal to omega n a plus n, where a is any integer. Okay, thank you students. Next we are going to discuss the next problem using DFT. What is the other name for DFT and IDFT means Stockham's method, that we are going to discuss. Okay, thank you students.